Hi, this is Paul, the SDR guy, and in today's video, we're going to learn how to track satellites by installing an open source software package called GPredict. I will be showing you how to install, set up, configure this on a Windows 11 computer. So let's go ahead and get going. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to navigate to SourceForge to the GPredict link, and we're going to click the download button. And they try to get you to click on all kinds of other things. You don't need to do that. If you look in the upper right-hand corner, you can see that this zip file has been downloaded and it's in our downloads directory. Here it is. Next thing that we want to do is to right click and extract all. Now I'm going to extract it in my downloads folder. If you want to put it in a different folder, you can browse to wherever you want to put it and extract it there. So we will now click on the extract button. And here is our extracted folder. So let's double click on it. And we want to launch the GPredict application. So let's double click on this. And here you go. We have launched GPredict. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to the lower right-hand corner, right-click, and pin to taskbar. That's optional, your choice, but I find that that is very convenient. We need to find the GPS coordinates of our ground station. So I've chose a coffee shop in Knoxville, Tennessee. Here it is. You will find, the location you want to base your ground station and use it. And here is the address, and we will copy that. And there's many different ways you can do this. I'm using Google Earth, so I'm going to paste the address in here. And I'm going to hit enter, and here it is. And if you look down in the lower right hand corner, this has the latitude, longitude, and the altitude above sea level in meters. So we're going to go ahead and copy that. And we'll paste it here, and I've already taken the liberty of doing that. And again, the links for all of this will be in the video description. So what we need to do is we're going to need to convert our GPS coordinates into a decimal. And so we're going to input the degrees, minute, and seconds for both latitude and longitude here, and we want to convert to a decimal. So let's go ahead and look at these values. So I'm going to have 35, 55, 33, and down here I'm going to put minus 84 since it is west, and then 02 and 38. And I will now click convert to decimal, and here we go. And so I'm going to copy both of these and put it in a text editor. Okay, we will bring GPredict up in just a moment, but we need to perform a TLE update. Well, I have open the GPredict user manual, and right here it says GPredict needs it needs up-to-date Keplerian elements, TLE data, for the satellites. So this is very easy to do. Let's go ahead and bring GPredict up, and we go over to Edit, left click, hold down, and we're going to select Update TLE Data from Network. And as you can see, that was accomplished very quickly. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to add a module. And well, what is a module? This is an object that GPredict uses, and within the module there will be your ground station location and one or more satellites that you wish to track. So let's get going with that. Let's click on File, New Module, and let's give this a name of M2 3. Actually, M2-3. And what we're going to do next is we need to add a ground station. And so to do that, we're going to click on Add. And let's call this Knox, short for Knoxville Coffee Shop. And the next thing we need to do is the longitude and the latitude. So we're going to come back over to our text editor. And it's going to want us to manually put that in there. So that's going to be 35.9258.3. Well, it only goes to 4 decimal places. And here we have minus minus 84.4 0.0438. And actually we can just put a west here. Well, it's going to make it centered again. How about that? So that is 84.0438. And we also need meters above sea level. So that's 330. And so that MASL, again, that means meter above sea level. And we're going to click OK. And the next thing that we're going to do is ultimately in this series of videos, we're going to be tracking weather satellites. And the first ones that we're going to track are Russian weather satellites. There are 2 of them. And we're wanting Meteor M2-3 here. So we select it here, then hit this arrow to move it over here. Then we click OK. And so on this map, you can see the Knoxville coffee shop, and the next pass over this area is in 1 hour, 23 minutes. So let's go ahead and let's add one more module. And let's call this M2-4. And we want to use our same Knox coffee shop ground station. And we'll, in this case, we're going to select Meteor M2-4. So I'll click on that and then hit this arrow here. And we will say OK. And one of the things we wanted to do, you can use UTC time if you want, but for me, I prefer to use local time. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and let's go ahead and say OK. And once I change to local time, you can see the next pass is 7 hours 33 minutes for M2-4, but let's look at it for M2-3. Well, it's the 1 hour and 21 minutes. So at this point, we will, in our next segment of the video, we're going to define some terms that, that we will be using. So stand by for that. In the last segment of today's video, we're going to show you how to change properties of a module. And so we currently have the M2-3 module selected. We're going to come over here to this arrow. We're going to click on it. We're going to go down to Configure. And then we're going to go to the left-hand corner and we're going to select Properties. And so in this particular tab, the Layout tab, if you click on this drop down, you can see there are many different options. And let's go ahead and select all views narrow, and we'll say OK. We'll say OK. And you can see different amounts of information that is displayed. And when we look at an individual satellite, such as what you see here, if we click on this drop down, we can select Show Next Pass or Future Passes. So let's click on it. And as you can see, it shows quite a few additional passes there. And we now know what the terms AOS and LOS refer to. And I would suggest that you experiment around with these properties and find whatever particular view that works best for you. If you click on some of these other tabs, let's click on List View first, you're able to select which fields that you can see or not see. You can change maps, and there's many different ways that you can customize this thing. Here we have our polar view. Here we have our single satellite view. And again, you can turn things on and off based on what you would like to see or not want to see. So with that, this concludes this video. Thank you for watching the video today. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And as a reminder, I welcome suggestions for future videos. So if there's anything you'd like to see me cover that's related to SDRs, please feel free to suggest that in the comments. And with that, have a great day.